The Pittsburgh Steelers heading into the offseason and free agency are in a very horrible position. So, you may be wondering how. Well, every year, teams around the NFL have to cut so many players to save cap room for other players, and the Pittsburgh Steelers this year is no exception. This year, Pittsburgh Steelers have so many free agents that they have to re-sign, like Cameron Sutton, and also to be able to upgrade their team outside free agents. But this year, the Steelers project to be $8 million over the cap. So, what does that mean? In this video, I'm going to be talking about some guys they might have to cut or let go to be able to save some cap room to re-sign free agents and get some outside guys to upgrade the team. So, it all starts off with William Jackson III. William Jackson III was traded over here from Washington Commanders this season, and he carries a cap hit over $12 million. But if the Steelers cut him, they won't have to pay the $12 million at all, and there won't be a dead cap. But the Steelers may decide to re-sign him to the minimum to make him stay on the team, because why else trade for a guy if you don't want him to stay on the team? So, Mitchell Trubisky could be the second guy, but I really doubt it, because Mitchell Trubisky was a solid guy for the Steelers, especially when Kenny Pickett went down with injury, like with a concussion and stuff. Mitchell Trubisky was able to step in and perform well enough to be able to at least have a chance to win the game. And Omar Khan and Art Rooney, in his press conference earlier in the week, said that the Steelers most likely will have Mitchell Trubisky returning for next season. And with Mason Rudolph being a free agent, the Pittsburgh Steelers would have to sign an outside guy as quarterback. But Mitchell Trubisky returning might be the easiest decision for the Steelers, even with his high cap hit. So I don't really know about that one. But the other guy who more than likely will get cut is Ahkello Witherspoon. Ahkello Witherspoon was signed to a 2-year deal last offseason, worth $8 million. But now, if they cut him at the end of this season, they'll save $4 million in the cap. So that's another guy who was out basically all season with a hamstring injury and underperformed to his contract that the Steelers more than likely will decide to cut and let go. So, the very last guy who I think they might cut, even though I really doubt it because it may leave bad implications to the Steelers defense, is Myles Jack. Myles Jack signed last season to a 2-year deal, meaning he would have 1 year left on his contract, and if they cut him, they may be able to save around $8 million. But if they do cut him, they're going to have very limited depth at that inside linebacker. They're going to only have Mark Robinson as a rookie, and that's actually basically it. Because then if they cut him, Robert Spillane's a free agent, Devin Bush is a free agent, and Myles Jack would be gone. So that means the only person they would have at that position is Mark Robinson. So the Steelers, I doubt, will cut him. But if they only decide to cut those two guys, William Jackson III and Ahkello Witherspoon, that's only going to save around $16 million in the cap. So they're going to have to restructure so many contracts to be able to sign their own free agents, like Cameron Sutton, who's coming up and will have a big payday this offseason. So this season and this offseason is actually going to be really interesting to see what the Steelers front office does. But we all know Omar Khan is a cap genius, so I hope he's able to get it done, and the Steelers may be able to sign outside free agents. Because if they're only able to sign their own free agents, how better can this team really be next season if they don't sign big-time guys like Bill's inside linebacker? So, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about the Steelers cap, and who would you want the Steelers to pick up in free agency next year and sign them and for them to join the Steelers? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like Steelers content, analysis, and reports. Like the video. Turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well. Click the bell down below so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. And I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.